Hi, I'm Dr. Paul. Today I'm going to explain what causes fibromyalgia. And again, the disclosure is this is my work, my beliefs, but I'm absolutely in my own heart positive that I found it and understand what causes it, and I think you will by the end of the next couple minutes. So here's what happens. It generally starts with a surgery, a car accident, trauma to the head or neck, and it ends up with symptoms of nervousness, irritability, depression, fatigue, widespread pain, irritable bowel syndromes, headaches, and the list just goes on and on. And what happens is the meninges gets affected and gets pulled out of its normal position. When it does that, it pulls on large groups of nerve roots, and that's why they have widespread pain. For so many years, the people with this were considered hypochondriacs because, according to medicine, it's impossible to pull that many nerve roots, and so they're considered hysterical, and it's actually written in the medical books that way. When you pull in enough nerve roots, it puts them into sympathetic. When you're in sympathetic, systems of your body shut down. Not only are you nervous, but it shuts down your sleep, it shuts down your digestion in sympathetic, so you end up with really bad irritable bowel syndrome in almost all cases, and it shuts down your reproductive system, so you lose your sex drive. That alone creates enough problems, in a marriage, and then to make it worse, usually they hurt when they have sex. So now you've got a person who's exhausted because they don't sleep. They're in massive depression. Sleep deprivation alone will do that to you. And they're anxious, so they're usually on Xanax or something. It's usually on something to sleep like Ambien, and then they give them heavy medication because of the pain. It takes that to get rid of the pain. So this becomes a horrible, horrible problem. And please, please, if you know people are going through this, please share this with them. Send it over. Let them know, because it's so important that we reach these people. And again, they can send a loved one in, get trained, and go home and take care of them themselves. They don't have to fly in and spend a fortune at a clinic like they did at my previous clinic. And we were seeing 165 visits a day there. These people were staying in hotels and motels and renting cars and flying in, and families coming in to visit. They're spending 20 grand to come get well. We don't need to do that anymore. We can get people well for just a fraction of that. But this is what we're doing. Please like and share this, and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. It'll help somebody somewhere. Thank you.